In today's world, people's attention is constantly being divided by too many sources and devices. If you try to talk to a girl, she might be holding her phone 12 hours a day and barely listening to you. But in this video, we will see certain ways through which you can capture and maintain her attention on you, no matter how attentive she has been so far. And the first point we are going to elaborate on has threat not to her, but to you before anything else. When you intensely gaze into her eyes, and you maintain that gaze, that soft gaze as you are talking to her, she is more inclined to respond with the same level of attention than if you are yourself being evasive and constantly pulled by too many distractions. Then she might just reciprocate, and she might already be doing that out of habit. But if you stop there and intensely focus on her mind and into her eyes at the moment you speak, then maybe she is going to grow more attentive whenever you say something, especially when you say something important. One very easy way to accomplish that, if you tend to get nervous with eye contact, is to look between her eyes, just right here. When you look here, it gives the impression the person is talking to me directly, but it is less uncomfortable than if you look into the eyes directly. Because the eyes, if you have any nervousness while talking, that might translate through your eye contact. But if you focus on this point between the eyebrows, then anything you say might sound more grounded and less evasive because you are here present with her. The more you get focused during a conversation, the more she is getting more focused when she is with you. If you get distracted, she might get distracted. If you get focused and intensely present as you interact with her, she's going to dive into a trance just by you talking. And if you really get more advanced and you are already used to that kind of technique, then you may go one step further. More difficult, let me warn you, it is to breathe at the same time she is breathing. And if you always speak on the exhalation, so you talk while exhaling, and then you catch your breath and exhale again while talking, and you start doing this exactly at the same time she does. At some point you get so focused on her breathing patterns that she has no other option than listening more deeply to you. And maybe she is even going to match her breathing to the way you speak, which means your unconscious mind is fully in sync with her. That requires some more practice. It is not that easy to do right away. You may just experiment with it if you sense this is within your abilities. And whenever you are able to do this, she will definitely drop into a conversational trance when you speak, because you are in sync with her unconscious mind. This is where she gets more focused as you interact with her. The second thing, which might act as a base for the first one, is to remove any negative thoughts away from your head, to let them disappear into thin air as you see them vanishing. Basically, whenever you hold negative presuppositions about how she is going to respond to you, because she's too beautiful, because oh, she won't like you anyway, because well, I know she just wants the husband and she won't want to talk to me. Whenever you have those negative perceptions in your head, then those might be projected into the conversation. Even if you don't say anything out loud, but especially women are extremely intuitive, and if you have some negative perceptions about her, she might sense something is going wrong. And she might say, well, yeah, he's nice, but I don't know, something is off with him, because all of your negative perceptions have been translated into your body language, into the way you look at her, coming back to gazing, and into the topics of conversation you choose. So whenever you have negative expectations about the relationship, the conversation, or about women in general, that might get projected. Therefore, what I am suggesting you is to write down all the negative perceptions you have in your head before entering a conversation with a woman you like, or before attempting to do anything with her. If you have any negative thoughts coming up, like she won't like me, oh, she's going to be annoying, oh, girls today, they just don't listen. All of those negative perceptions, simply switch those beliefs by whatever means possible. I can elaborate on my model with magical linguistics helping to reframe limiting beliefs, and you might use any other thing. I am just showing this one as an example. So whenever you have some negative belief in your head, some negative expectation that she won't like you, that she doesn't look for somebody like you, blah blah blah, then first of all, how do you know that? You hit and target the structure of that belief. How do you know that? Into the intention, when did you learn this was the case? When did you come up to that conclusion? When did you learn this, that she won't like you? Because if you never talked to her before, maybe it is just the presupposition in your mind, or maybe you are projecting the situation that happened to you in the past with somebody else, but somebody else who is not her. So then you might be projecting again something negative that comes from another person who is not her. Or in the future, what would happen if this was not true? If it was not true that she won't like you, then how would you behave differently? And the purpose of those linguistic binds and those maneuvers is simply to loosen up the solidity of a belief. It is not about hiding the truth. Sometimes bad things happen to you, and sometimes you may be right, maybe she's just not for you, that might be the case. It is just about clearing out your own mind. People think about taking a shower to wash their body, but how many people are cleaning their mind from all the garbage that has accumulated? When you do that kind of mental work, and again you can use that model or anything else, or any kind of self-hypnosis, whatever you want, whenever you clear out your mind, you are going to be more present yourself in the conversation, because your mind won't be polluted anymore by all the dark thoughts and all the negative expectations about her not liking you, about her being too dumb to talk to you. All of those negative perceptions, once they're out of your mind, you may even find yourself much more at ease with the next lady you interact with, because you come from a grounded perception of yourself, of her, and of what the interaction can be between the two of you. And the last thing, which might be the one you came for initially, the linguistic maneuvers. How can you linguistically and through your conversation target her mind to focus more intensely on anything you say? You may know about the concept of open loops, opening a loop in the conversation, and I would like to elaborate on this with one simple concept, which is the two-step formula to deliver information. If instead of delivering information in one shot like this, just telling her what you think, you are going to frame the state of fascination she might experience ahead of time. For example, I made a whole video on open loops in seduction, and in this video I explained that whenever you talk about the emotional state she is going to experience while hearing about your story, without telling her how she is going to experience this or why is she going to experience anything, then it creates a heightened state of awareness, because now she needs to know. So if I tell you, for example, there is one secret technique I have used myself to hypnotize people, and I had never heard about this before, but the day I used this, everyone was starting to obey my commands like puppets, then if I pause here, you get into a heightened state of awareness, because now you need to know what it is. If it is not already in your head, if it is not already clear what I'm talking about, then you need to know. So when you deliver information in two steps, you first enumerate something great happened to you, or I learned something yesterday that really blew my mind. And then you pause here. It is pre-framing the interaction, pre-framing her mind to get into a fascination, a state of fascination, because now she needs to know. So you can use any phrase like, I learned something yesterday that really blew my mind. I could not believe what I read. Or even trigger something inside her by telling, I want to tell you something, but I am not sure if I should. Can I trust you? Do you think you can hear something about you? And it might be something really gentle, something really nice, a compliment, whatever it is, just pre-framing that with the first statement. I'm going to tell you something, I'm not sure you can hear it though. Do you think you can hear it? Or like, do you think you are an open-minded person? Maybe you are, I just want to make sure before telling you what I am about to tell you. Those linguistic twists help to focus the mind on whatever you say next. And if you keep using things like this while telling a whole story, then her mind will get more and more immersed into the conversation because she will constantly be jumping from one open loop to the next, never completely closing the loops, because whenever you are about to close something, then another loop opens up, and that is how you maintain the attention, exactly like with the document you are going to learn about in 2 seconds. This document is a series of language patterns that is used in the context of seduction. Those are things I have developed myself based on many methods I have read about over the years, and I have used them with great success whenever I was interacting during a date. Some dates I had escalated pretty fast while we were in the restaurant or in the coffee shop, and you can use those as soon as tonight to deliver the best lines possible that will hook her mind and get the conversation to escalate more smoothly into something more intimate between the two of you. That document is down below. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section, and I will see you soon in the next video.